I'll be using this overhead camera mount rig from Neewer, the NK002 that they provided me to fix up my desk setup. I've been using a monitor arm to hold my camera for years now, but they sent me this to try out and see how it works. We'll see how it works. I'll also be checking this out in my hands-on filming area to see if it's good over there as well. Obviously, considering that they sent me this at no charge, keep that in mind throughout the video. The box is big. It's heavy too. Let's pop it open. Besides changing the mount for my camera, also going to try to put this monitor on that monitor arm, but I had to also buy separate adapter because it's a Samsung monitor that doesn't use face mounts. Various mounting hardware, standard ball head with a 1/4-20 on the bottom. This feels like a plastic. This feels like a metal phone mount. 1/4-20 connections, standard tripod mount, but also it'll work for light stands. Camera connection point, so you have some articulation. The rails were supported in the box by a nice dense foam. On the arm clamps, this is a solid metal material. The tightening handles are plastic. They also have a push button on them. You need to adjust the position of it to get it as tight as possible. Both extensions of the tube do have numbering on them, so you can get them the same height, same length. The mount is pretty simple. You have the two desk clamp bars and then a crossbar on the top that attaches the two to the desk. So not much to it. You'll attach whatever you want. I'll first be trying this on my hands-on filming setup. In the instructions for how to mount, loosen the clamp and secure the vertical stand onto the edge of the desk or table. Retighten the knob. Repeat that step for the second one. You take the monitor arm out, potentially put it over there. Move this over a little bit maybe. This specific desk has the braces right on the edge of the side, so I can't put it on the side really. Put the crossbar arm on the top of the desktop stands and tighten the securing knobs after adjusting it to the appropriate position. Adjust the height by loosening the twist lock on the desktop stands and pull out the extension pole just to the correct height and retighten the twist locks. For the super clamp, going to rotate the super clamp to attach it to the crossbar or attach it to the phone clamp if you want to use that. And then you're going to connect it to the camera. Pretty simple. Of course, you can attach lights or whatever else you want to on there. Obviously, you have a multitude of ways to attach the camera and adjust the camera. I am using mostly all of their equipment, but I did add a quick release to the camera. Maybe not necessary. I think I might even remove it because it's a little bit more dangerous with the specific quick release that I'm using on there. And I did attach some hook and loop strapping around their clamp in case it loosens in the future. I want to make sure that it's affixed on there with a camera attached to it. Added precaution in my case. And basically the main way to adjust this setup now is to increase the height or decrease the height of the actual full rig itself, and that's pretty nice. That's a good benefit to it in this current configuration. Obviously there's a lot of ways to do it, but so far it looks good. I like how it looks. It actually looks a little bit better with the positioning that I had it before. I didn't have any issues installing it. Everything is functioning, nothing broke. Yeah, I'm happy. And then being able to use the old monitor arm that I was using for the camera itself makes it easier in the back. There's less stuff behind my main monitor. And then on the side monitor, there's a lot more desk space under it now. So that's a huge benefit. Win-win. Secondary setup and this main setup, I'm gonna probably leave it here in the main setup because it potentially allows me to change up the lights in the future or just add something else to that rig in the background, and it gets out of the way of all of my other stuff on here. It works as advertised. I didn't notice any issues with the build quality or anything like that. That was a look at using this Neewer NK002 camera rig for desks in this setup. Again, keep in mind that they did send me this to try out and make the video on. It's got Photography Banzai. Thanks.